You see they're resurfacing the ice in preparation for the final group of skaters, which includes the two favorites, Mao Asada of Japan, Kim Yuna of Korea. So while they resurface the ice, we're going to have a chance to visit with, well, some skating legends. Johnny Weir, Dick Button, and Michelle Kwan coming up. And as they resurface the ice, Johnny Weir joins us now. And Johnny, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Didn't seem right to not have you in the men's program last night. But I know you had some injuries earlier. You were in Korea and contracted some illnesses. You had a tough nationals. You could have been added to the world team, but were not. What was your reaction to that?
Well, it's a very difficult call because coming from such a big country, you need to be very politically correct and understand that if you don't put out the job on that day, then you're not going to make it to the World Championships. And all sicknesses and problems aside, I didn't get the job done. So I accepted the fact that I wasn't coming to the World Championships, even though it's a very, very depressing blow to my career. And I'm hoping to come back fighting.
And you literally did not come. You weren't here last night when Evan Lysacek won the championship, correct?
Right. I wasn't in the building. I was in LA. I was on top of Mulholland Drive looking at the city. So I definitely
You're
I
at least
enjoyed that
curious to watch the men's event?
Believe me, my coaches and everybody that I know was on the phone text messaging me, telling me everything that was happening, and that was enough for me. It would be too depressing to sit and watch something that I wasn't a part of.
Well, I guess. But, you know, you were the one that made it possible to send three men here. I felt it was your spot to lose. I know it was a difficult decision at the national championships, but do you think maybe with everything that you've been through this year, it might have been somewhat of a blessing just to have some time to convalesce and kind of focus in for next year's Olympics?
I definitely think so. I think for the next Olympics, every ounce of focus is going to be needed for me to be a medalist at that Olympic Games. And having this blow, it helped me to refocus myself and try to become a phoenix once again. And I've built exactly. I built a career on coming back and making myself believe in myself again, and it's been my career. So hopefully it'll work again.
So what's your strategy? What differences are you going to take going into next year? How are you going to resurrect?
What's your strategic
plan? The resurrection, the remodeling of Johnny Weir. I just need to strip myself back down to basics, not get a big head about anything, try not to travel too much and get all over the world doing too many shows. I need to really focus on my training and focus on what I need to do.
What about, are you going to take the buttons with you? I noticed there's a thing.
You're so jealous of my buttons right now. I know how you are.
You have different ones here. I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's a very cool Japanese designer gave this to me when I was in Japan, and I wanted to wear it especially for him.
How would a gold medal look hanging down there with those buttons?
I think it would be really fantastic.
He's got a Benjamin Button thing going on here, I just know it. So you're good friends with Kim Yuna. Tell me about that relationship and what's going on here.
Well, it's really developed, actually. When she was younger and not so well known, every Korean person I met told me, we have this skater, her name's Kim Yuna, and she loves you. You're her favorite skater. You're all over her Psy World, which is the Korean version of Facebook. And she really loves you. And then I finally got to meet her, and she is the sweetest girl you could ever meet. And at the same time, she's a tiger when she gets on that ice.
Mildly talented.
Mildly to exquisitely talented. I'm so excited to see her skate, and I know whenever she gets on the ice, she brings her A game, and 100%.
Now, do you coach her? Do you mentor her? I mean, what's the relationship?
No. I'm not old enough to mentor anyone yet. Don't push me. No, but whenever I can, I try to push her and just help her to go and to push forward and to make that next step forward. And that's all anyone can do, and that's what skaters should help other skaters to see and to do and to feel, and anything I can do is amazing because I love her and I love her skating.
World bronze medalist last year. Your biggest rival is world champion this year. Does that light a fire?
Absolutely, but Evan and I buried the hatchet, and we made amends for anything nasty that we'd said about each other.
Aww, that's no fun for us.
We like to play up that controversy.
Well, I'll see what I can do for next year. But
we knew he could count on you.
I was very supportive of him, and I'm really proud that an American can win the world title in America. And it's of course, I'm jealous, and it'll light a fire under me, but I'm glad it happened for Evan.
Well, best of luck to you as you get ready for the Vancouver Olympics, and we hope to see you there next year.
Thank you very much.
Johnny Weir, and still to come, Dick Button and Michelle Kwan as they resurface skating royalty. Michelle Kwan and Dick Button when we come back to Los Angeles.
And joined now by two of the most decorated skaters in U.S. skating history, Michelle Kwan and Dick Button. They'll be joining Bob Costas tomorrow for our coverage on NBC of the ladies free skate. And Michelle, first of all, I've been hearing some talk about a Michelle Kwan comeback possible for the 2010 Olympics. I got to ask you directly, yes or no?
It's all talk as of right now. I finished school in November at the University of Denver, and I've been busy traveling with the State Department as an American Public Diplomacy Envoy. And in my spare time, I've been training off ice and been back on the ice doing triples and having a good time.
Was that a yes or a no?
I was trying to fill in, you know.
That's why
really
she's a diplomat.
You see that? All right, you've been a chance to see the ladies practicing and some short programs already today. How do you handicap the ladies competition?
Well, the Koreans and the Japanese have really built up this rivalry between Yuna Kim and Mao Sada, and you never know. They make one mistake, and there's Joanny Rochette, and then there's Miki Ando. So they have to stay on top of their game.
And Dick, nice tie, by the way.
Thank you, sir. I rather like it. It's my smiley tie.
And what's your take on the ladies competition?
Well, look, anybody can win this championship. It's a very, very treacherous world. We've seen that in the men's competitions, and it's just wildly, almost difficult to really predict. But you've got to say that the two top ladies, Asada and Kim, are just really at the top of their game, and they're beautiful. Don't count any of the others out.
Right. Is it painful at all to see the center of ladies figure skating move to Asia, to Japan and Korea, not so much the United States?
No, it's not painful at all. It's a lovely thing, and it will make all of the other skaters in that area really come to the fore and do the best job that they can. When we have great champions in the United States like Michelle Kwan, it inspires other people, other skaters to come on. So they take a tremendous amount of energy to produce them, but when they do, they inspire legions, and that's a lovely thing to see. We'll have it back again. It's just a matter of time.
Michelle, what do you think about the young skaters in the United States?
Well, I believe that Alyssa Cisney and Rachel Flatt have to look at Mao Asada and Yuna Kim and say, you know what? Why are they winning? Why are they so strong? And that should inspire them to work harder and work harder on their spin, their speed, everything.
What is the answer to that? What do they have to do to match the abilities of the Asians?
Well, I believe that Rachel Flatt has her triple flip, triple toe.
Right.
She missed in the short program, but you know, she is a strong skater.
And just 16 years old.
Yeah, exactly. And see, we have a lot of potential, but you have to seek and be ambitious and be aggressive and work on your speed, work on your spin, and overall presence.
Michelle and Dick, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the short program with us, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the free skate when Bob Costas will join us.